you doing, my friends? Look at this. We've got a little vloggy style intro. I'm actually filming this on my phone because I'm getting a lot of stuff done right now. As you can see, we've got like a new background right here. We're going to be using that for a new little show that I'm trying to get off the ground and move in, all while we're doing more board game stuff here on the channel. Now, before we get into all that fun stuff, let me just say that if you're new to the channel, this is the Jovenshire channel where we cover all things video games, comic books, TV shows, all things geeky here in one little place. And we've been doing a lot of board games here on the channel. I don't want that to stop. That is going to keep happening. That is a new series that we are doing here. Let this be your home for board games. And that brings us to today's video. Today is actually a little bonus video because it is a deleted round that we took out of last Tuesday's video where we played Sneaky Agents. So there was a second round cut out from the middle. It was only cut out for time. It's because it was going to turn into a 30-minute plus video, and I didn't want to put that up because I thought was going to hurt me in the views for the video. So I'm just trying to make videos that I think are going to be as successful as possible because this is kind of like our bread and butter here. So this is a deleted scene from Sneaky Agents that we did this last Tuesday. Next Tuesday we will be having another board game, and I'm doing more and more. I actually have Flit's going to be in the next batch. So I hope that you like these videos that we're doing here. I hope that you're liking what we're kind of just doing all together with the Jovenshire channel. And I hope that you just stick around and love everything that me and my friends are making for you guys, because it's so great to be hanging out with them again. And it's great making content that we love, that I know that you guys like. So thank you for supporting. Thank you for sticking around. And here is the deleted scene from this last Tuesday's Sneaky Agents. Go ahead and pick your role. 1950s housewife, probably.
What?
Come on, Mari is the least person that would ever be a 1950s housewife.
I'll discard.
Okay, discarding one of your Hurdy heels. And
Hurdy
your
heels.
question. Hurdy heels.
Yeah. Tell us about a time you lucked out.
I'm notoriously unlucky.
I think I lucked out in going to the Smosh audition the next day because I wasn't gonna go. So after shooting with them one day, they're like, come back tomorrow. And I almost didn't go because it was a 2.5-hour drive. Lucked out that I did.
I had a final for it was like our intro communications course at Newhouse, and this was an 8 a.m. class, and the professor was always adamant. He's like, if you're late once, it's 1 letter grade down. If you're late twice, it's a failure. And I had already been late once, so I got to be in the class. But I woke up at 7:55 before my final, and if I had been late, I would have failed the whole class. And I like rushed out of bed, and I made it like just at 8.
You were on time?
Yeah.
Wow. Already an unbelievable story.
Yeah. It's a little shady.
So the question is posed like the time you lucked out the most, like
No.
your biggest luck out?
Tell us about a time you lucked out.
So I want to be careful because I can tell you a time that you guys would like. I've lucked out, but if it's too obvious, you might know that I'm a good guy. If it's just clearly that's never happened to you, you might know that I'm a bad guy. So you have to find like the shades of gray kind of answer. Oh, I was a reckless driver when I was a teenager. It's why I'm terrified to have a teenager. I was driving in a car with a girlfriend at the time and her sister in the back seat, and we're going down this one street where it's only like 2 ways, but it was in City of Industry, so there's a lot of trucks that would go around. So we drove around on the wrong side to get past one truck. It wasn't even going that slow, but too slow for me. And as it was coming around a bend, another truck was coming, and I was able to slip in between the two.
I feel like that happened in Fast and Furious.
Oh, you mean all of the movies?
I was late for a flight once to Florida. I'm sorry, from Florida, going back to Ohio. We were on a family vacation. It was me and my brother and my mom and dad and our respective girlfriends. Girlfriend at the time, Brina, and my brother's girlfriend, Bree, which gets confusing at family gatherings.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, Bree and Brina. My parents get them confused all the time. But anyway, so Brina wanted to go shopping in the airport. She wanted one of those neck pillows, and so like it was all the way at the other end of the terminal. So we went all the way down there, and then like she was shopping for a neck pillow, and for whatever happened, we like lost track of time. Like, oh, I wanted a book too and stuff, and we looked at the time and we're like, our flight boarded 10 minutes ago, and we went to run back, and our flight had been delayed. So like we didn't miss our flight when we really, really should have.
As someone that's traveled with Sohinki and Lasercorn a number of times, I can tell you that both of them not great when it comes to time management.
Can I just say I blame for that? The selection at airport bookstores is awful. There's like no good.
This is a weird rant to have.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Lasercorn, would you like to discard one of your cards to ask another question? Or are you feeling pretty confident with some of the answers?
No,
Where
I'm
are we in
gonna
the
give a
game?
card.
Okay, we have one card, but don't mix that up with any of your cards. For me, I actually read
Discard.
a question. Tell us about your biggest rival. And I will start. Mine will go with, there's an individual that shall only be known as Suffocate. It was an old friend of mine from our early 20s. We were introduced to each other as, from a mutual friend was like, hey, you two, it was at a convention. They're like, hey, you two hang out, go walk around with each other. I think you'll like each other. And then we're like, well, clearly this means that we're rivals now. And to this day, we've been rivals.
What?
Yes.
Suffocate?
Suffocate.
All right.
Suffocate.
I'm gonna go with Davis from the Warp Zone. Me and him always are very adversarial when we play video games, especially like Street Fighter. And I remember we had that one time we did the Rainbow Six match on stage against the Warp Zone, and we won. And then he tweeted something like, "I guess I'm just finding out that when it comes to video games, Sohinki is my hard counter."
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds romantic.
And then Mari.
Hard counter.
That's what she said.
Count it.
There was a girl named
I
Veronica.
can't wait for the story. It's some bitch from ballet school.
It was.
Yeah.
She was at a rival ballet school, and we would go back and forth, winning competitions, back and forth, back and forth.
Was her mom proud of her?
Why are you being a dick? Mari's never gonna be on your channel again.
That cut deep. We're gonna take a little break real quick.
Goes to cry.
So in high school, I started a rugby team, and I wanted to play the position of scrum half, and this other kid.
That also sounds sexual.
What?
It's like, I want to be scrotum.
No, scrum half is a real position in rugby, and
Rugby.
this other kid Sam is like, I want to be scrum half too, and I'm like, well, I started the team, so it'd be cool if you could let me be scrum half. But there was enough people on the team that actually showed up for this thing where we actually had 2 players for each position, and it turns out he was better at it than I was.
Turns out, big surprise.
Yeah, I'm not very athletic. And I ended up, so I started this team. I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but I put out an announcement on the PA. I'm like, anyone wishing to form a rugby team, meet at the park. And I ended up getting benched in favor of this kid, Sam. So I rode the bench on the rugby team that I started, all because this kid, Sam, was a better scrum half than me. And every time we had practice, I'd try to tackle him and make him look bad and like strip the ball from him. But he was very good at dodging me and running away. And he is, yeah. You.
Interesting
Scrum
story.
ham. That's all I heard from the entire time.
Rum ham.
Scrum ham.
So Inky, would you like to pass a card around or ditch one to ask a question? All right.
Pass to Joven.
You can't do that yet.
Oh, why?
It's not your turn yet.
Is this
So
one mine?
now this starts round 2. There is no more questions. You take your leftover card and you give it to someone, starting with Mari.
Oh, I have to give it to someone?
Yes. We don't know if it's a heal. We don't know if it's a hurt because you did discard one.
Me?
Thanks.
Okay.
You're up.
Europe.
Oh.
Africa.
What?
Antarctica. I don't know
North America, South America,
South
Australia.
Oh, there they are. I'll give that to you.
I didn't get any cards.
No, you didn't.
Sad.
Wow.
All right, so, your last card's coming to me. All right, first let's flip just our titles. Just
Our
the
titles?
job title.
Bad guy.
Good guy.
Good guy.
No.
No!
Wait, no!
Uh-oh. Yeah, bad guys are in trouble.
Yeah, I knew you were lying because clearly I am your biggest rival.
That's true. There's a video about it on my channel.
I would have said Lasercorn is my biggest rival because he always destroyed me in Cage Match Challenge.
Oh, I figured, but you had such a detailed story about Davis.
Yeah, you guys are in
Yeah.
hard
Well, I was
ons for each
explaining
other.
why it was Davis overly because
Alright.
then it was
So,
The hard counter.
Lasercorn and Sohinki are on the same team. Mari and I are on the same team.
the hard counter thing is true. I just don't think he's my biggest rival.
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh my
I got
gosh.
2 heals, baby.
You got a hurt, so you're up 1,
2 heals and a hurt.
up 1.
Wait,
tie.
and you didn't get
Same.
anything.
I didn't get anything.
Oh,
So it's a tie.
Wow.
it's a tie game. Good guys and bad guys walk away. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you need some more Jovenshire in your life, we have 2 videos there on the right, and don't forget to subscribe, because if you like this video, I guarantee you're going to like the other stuff that we do here. And if you get a chance, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, because we create a lot of content there that doesn't always make it to YouTube. Go check it out.